Alright, what's going on, guys? So, y'all remember like a week ago, we watched that video of the dumbest hacker that I've ever seen because he basically exposed himself. I still don't know what he was thinking, but today we might have a new contender for that spot because this morning the number 2 ranked player in the world for ranked play on Vanguard got exposed. Well, really, he exposed himself, but at least this time it wasn't on purpose like the last guy, so that's a little improvement there. But then the excuse that he gave afterwards was so bad that this guy actually might be worse than the last guy. So like I said in that video, man, it was just a matter of time, and there's definitely more to come because there's probably a lot more hackers out there than you think, and they're just streaming and playing or whatever. Like, I can guarantee you there's a lot more people out there who are doing similar stuff. It's just a matter of time before they mess up like this. So let's play the clip real quick, and then we can come back and talk about it.
I picked up a fucking pistol, bro.
Damn, I'm shit on that kid, cutie. Yo, Carter. Damn, why does my game always crash and shit?
That's not you, my bad.
Dude, you just got me killed. Nice one, Cardo. Nice
My
one
bad,
kill
my
on your
bad.
teammate, bro.
Love that.
My god.
Fuck. Oh, on me. Radio. Yep.
Alright, so you saw the wall hacks pop up there for a second. I don't know exactly what happened, but it looks like something lagged because you saw the game like skip frames and like freeze up. So either his computer, the game, OBS, like something messed up, and then his hacks showed up on stream for a second, because the way that it works is like they hide it on stream. They have like some setting or something, I'm not sure, but it hides it for Twitch, but on their actual monitor they can see it. That's why whenever you have to prove that you're not hacking, they make you point the camera at the monitor, you know what I mean? So whenever it like lagged or glitched out or whatever, like the hacks, I guess, popped up. So pretty unlucky for this guy, but that's what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like, you can only get away with it for so long. Eventually you're gonna get caught, you're gonna slip up, like you can't be perfect. So anyways, this guy gets exposed and he actually got banned really quickly. I was surprised. I think like within like a couple hours of this clip going up on Twitter, he was already banned. Like, it did get quite a bit of attention because I guess he's been making a little bit of a name for himself in rank play, because like pros were responding to the tweet and stuff like, oh yeah, I play this guy all the time, I didn't know he's hacking, that's crazy, all that. So he got dealt with pretty quick. But the best part of it all was then the excuses he came up with trying to defend himself in the situation, because I feel like he's caught in 4K here. Like, you can't really deny what's going on here. Like, there's nothing you can really say to defend yourself. You kind of just gotta hold that L, like apologize and hope people don't hate you, you know what I mean? But he tried to come up with some reasons behind it. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it was like a whole essay of nonsense, like trying to defend himself. But basically he said that he bought the hacks to help him get camos and that he didn't know how to turn them off, so he just loaded up ranked play with them on. And I actually think that might be one of the worst excuses that I have ever heard. Like, it doesn't even make sense. First of all, why would wall hacks help you with camos? On top of that, I'm pretty sure if you're gonna buy hacks, I think they just sell camos. Like, you could just buy whatever and it'll just give you the camos, you know what I mean? Like, we've all been in like modded lobbies on like MW2, like you spawn in, get a kill, all of a sudden you got everything unlocked, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they have stuff like that. So it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But then to make it even worse, it actually makes even less sense than you think, because he said, oh, I bought it for camos, I didn't want to use it in rank play, but I didn't know how to turn it off or whatever. But then you took the time to learn how to hide it on OBS so that you could stream with them on. So like, it's just not adding up. Like, you didn't want to take the time to learn how to turn them off for ranked play, but you did take the time to learn how to stream with them on. Like, that's not adding up. And also, I don't even think you can unlock camos in ranked. I could be wrong, I don't know, I haven't played ranked in this game too much, but I know in like previous games you can't even unlock certain stuff in ranked, you know what I mean? Like challenges stuff, they don't all like count. So the whole situation was just a complete L, and the fact that this guy is so dumb or delusional that he thinks the rest of the community would actually believe any of this story. Like, I don't know anyone that would be dumb enough to believe all this. He even went so far as to like like tweet out the receipt of him buying the hacks. He's like, look, I just bought them. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, huh? Like, not only do we see you hacking, now you're like confirming that it was you who paid for them by tweeting out the receipt. Like, this guy just, I don't know what he was thinking. I think he just panicked and he tried to come up with something, and this is the best that he could come up with, and it was just completely the wrong way to handle the situation. I mean, I don't think there is a right way to handle it. Like, you pretty much can't come back from something like this. But it's crazy, you know, what people are doing out here. And think about it, if this guy's game didn't lag or glitch out or whatever, he'd still be out there hacking right now as we speak, and people be like, wow, you know, this guy's number 2 in rank, like, you know, see, he playing the pros all day. He's like, yo, this guy's kind of nasty. Why is he like shitting on me? You know, maybe he deserves a shot, you know what I mean? We might pick him up or something like that. But the whole time he's just hacking, and that's the thing, there's more people out there right now doing exactly what this guy was doing. You know, it's always weird when some random guy just comes out of nowhere in the scene and starts like, you know, shitting on all the pros and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, who the fuck is this guy, right? Because usually the way that it works, like, you kind of build up a name for yourself over time. Even for like the current pros, like the younger ones, before they turned 18, they had already like built up a name for themselves by playing like S&D, like wagers and tournaments and all that, like Celium, Dashy, Illy, Simp, and all of them. Like, they already were like well known before they ever became pro, because they like built a name for themselves. So like, when some guy just randomly comes out of nowhere and he's just like shitting on everyone, it's like, wait a minute, like, where the fuck were you the last 3 years? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't really happen. That's kind of weird. So it's just something to think about. It's kind of killing the competitive scene, you know? Like, I think like S&D tournaments died, like wagers died. Like, I remember back in the day, like, people used to play like GBs, wagers, tourneys, like that shit was like popping off, like especially like back in like the Ghost days and stuff. Like, that shit was so popular. That shit has just been dead now since it moved to PC, because like, you never know who's hacking, you know what I mean? So like, people out here really stealing money because they're hacking and, you know, winning shit. So it's crazy. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it, man. There's some crazy stuff going on in the community. I'm still waiting for the day where like someone really like big gets exposed. I think also a possibility to think about is, I think some of these people, they probably stopped doing what they were doing once they like, you know, got bigger, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't think necessarily all the people that hack are like just terrible, you know, obviously some of them are, but I think some of these people actually are like pretty good. They just wanted like a little extra edge, and you know what I mean, they got that, maybe they blew up off that, whatever, they got what they needed, they just stopped hacking, and they're still like pretty good players. So like, it's not really like too noticeable that like maybe they got worse or whatever. So I definitely think there's probably people like that out there as well. Like, it's just like, it's hard to say, you know what I mean? I don't really have anybody in mind or anything, but like, I can almost guarantee like there's like situations like that as well, you know? The probability of stuff happening like that is pretty high, I would say. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, man. This ain't gonna be the last time we hear about something like this, you know? We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. We talked about the Speed situation, on how you know, he got banned, and I would say canceled, but I don't think he's gonna get canceled. Like, it was a big deal, but it's already kind of like cooling off. I don't think people are that upset about it anymore, but you know, at the time it was like a crazy big deal. But yeah, anyways, check that video out if you missed it. Other than that, thank you again for watching. Have a good day and peace out.